Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a review on the Jsc Powder. I unfortunately couldn't get the concealer, not because they didn't have any, but because they were completely out of the shade that I think I would be. All robbery jokes aside, I think I'm gonna be shade C5. So when they restock it, I will try my hardest to get one. And I will make a video if you guys would want one about that. So today, I've already primed my face, so I figured I'd just go over with the normal stuff, you know, makeup, whatever. So I'm just going to continue with my foundation. I'll be using the Androgyny palette for a mirror, because, you know, this is not the no mirror makeup challenge. This is the Makeup Revolution foundation, and I am in shade F4. I'm also going to take a little bit of the NYX Control Drops, just to get my exact shade, you know. I'm in shade Vanilla in this also. I'm gonna make this quick. It's probably gonna cut somewhere here, because I know you guys didn't come here to see my regular makeup routine. Came here to see the powder. So, but you gotta see me too. You came here for the powder, but like you're gonna stay here. Actually, I don't know if you'll stay here for me. You may just be here for the powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce that in. I don't really have an exact amount I put on. It's just if I feel like being cakey or not that day, you know? And today, we'll see by the end of this how I'm feeling. Also, excuse my acne. It decided to somehow just pop up more. It's doing good, but then it was like, hey, hello, how are you? And I was like, I don't wanna, can we not? It popped up like an old friend you didn't want to talk to anymore. We all know one of those. I'm going to save you guys the hassle right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off, and then be right back to do the powder, you know, what you came here for. So, okay, so we're back. I just finished off the foundation and added some concealer under my eyes. Now on to the part you all came here for. The powder. So I got the rose colored powder. It's not actually red though. So the packaging is really cute. I like it a lot. I'm definitely gonna say that. It also is supposed to do like me trying to figure out how to talk for my whole life. It's supposed to have a flawless finish, and it's supposed to minimize pores or fill in pores. Now I will be honest with you guys, I did get a little excited whenever I got this in the mail, because I didn't just get it, I've had it for a minute. I got excited and went ahead and pulled the pull tab on it, but I have not tried it. I've only sniffed it. It smells great. It smells like cotton candy, which only makes me want to eat it more. So I did pull the pull tab already on it. It was really easy, and I wear nails, so that was nice, because, you know, I have a hard time doing that a lot. So right now, we're just going to take a little bit and put it in the lid. And I'm just going to do how I would normally do it I don't like using the beauty blender because a lot of powders have clumped up on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff out my concealer a little bit more just to make sure there's no creases before I set it. It's setting by itself. Let me just spray my face a little bit to help this move more. Okay, so while I'm able to still move it, let's set it in place with my brush. Where did it go? It's right in front of me, as always. I'm just gonna take this little brush, dip it in, tap a little bit of the excess off, then tap it under my eyes. Once again, blending out before I do this, because creases not allowed here. We don't know her, even though she shows up by herself, you know. I'm just gonna tap it in underneath my eye. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process on the other eye. Just grabbing a little bit of the product, tapping it off, and then going right in underneath my eye. Don't worry if all the particles just float into your eyeball, you know, it's perfectly safe, it's fine, you know. So once you do that, you can go ahead and freely do what you want. You don't even have to follow me. I don't know why you're watching me either. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more powder just to make sure it's fully set under my eye. I may bake a little bit with this, maybe not, we'll see. Because I do bake a little bit, I just don't do it with a sponge, I just do it with a brush. Now what I would normally do with my powder I normally use, which is the Airspun in translucent, I normally just use it all over my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this too. I went ahead and found a cute brush. It's not a Jeffree Star brush, sadly. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip in with the rest of the product I have in here. Tap off a little bit, and then go ahead and just set my face. Please don't breathe it in while you're applying it. That was a bad mistake. I will need a tiny bit more. But so far my skin feels pretty smooth, and let me just take a closer look at it here. It looks pretty smooth on my end. I don't know how it's picking up on camera. Hopefully well, I would hope. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit more as I scoop a whole pound onto my brush and just tap it in / buff it in. Just how you would normally. Now my forehead is where we're really going to get the action here, because I have pimples right now. So if this makes them smoother, that would be nice, you know? I feel like even when I don't have pimples, my skin is just bumpy, and I don't know why. Like, it's not even pimples, it's just like bumpy skin. I don't know sometimes what's going on with my skin. Sometimes it cooperates, sometimes it does not. I love when it cooperates, but then it turns its back on me and says, haha, you thought. So just continuing to buff that in, and I always just feel my face to feel if there's any like tacky spots that feel like you need a little bit more powder. And funny enough, this side of my face feels like it needs more powder. tiny bit more. I'm gonna do some more on my neck. Again, don't know what that was. Actually, I do. That was the demons trying to speak. So, fun. When your hair does not want to cooperate, okay? I don't know why I'm still buffing it whenever I don't have any product left, so let me just grab more product so then I have a reason to keep buffing. Okay, so now that I spent like an hour, 5 minutes on powder, I'm going to be right back and let this soak in a little bit. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and I'll come back and do bronzer, contour, and blush just to see how it moves, to see if any of it moves my foundation or moves the powder in a weird way or doesn't mix with the powder. So we'll be right back. And we're back again. I just finished off my eyebrows and went ahead and primed my eyelids. So now we're going to start doing my contour. Yes, contour. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to take this shade from this beauty book, NYX Beauty School Dropout beauty book thing, majigger, I don't know. And I'm just going to contour my face how I would normally and just see if maybe the powder improves the contour, maybe it makes it move on the skin weird. I'm just going to see if anything weird happens with it. And so far it doesn't look like there's anything weird going on. It doesn't look like it's moving it in any way that would disrupt the foundation underneath. Onto my forehead, you know, girl gotta cover up that 5 head. I really need you guys to let me know like what you guys want to see. I mean, I did do a poll, like whether it was this video you wanted to see or if it was another video you wanted to see. But let me know different ideas and maybe I'll use yours. Most likely I will. Cause I want you guys to like see what you want to see. You know, I want to entertain. I don't think I'm doing that well at it though. We'll just keep doing it. So I'm just gonna continue really contouring out my features. I think I'm going to do a soft look today. Not doing anything too harsh. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this other brush. It's also used for contouring. It's just like a different shape. Like this one is a big fan brush, and then this one is just like, I don't know. Whatever, we're just gonna use it. I don't even know if it is for contour. So we're just gonna deepen out that contour just a tiny bit. And keep going, because I like my contour a little intense, even if I'm going for a natural look. The powder brush I was using and just buff it out a little bit. Make sure it's even and stuff. And now I'm going to not yet done with my contour. I'm going to take a little bit and just contour my nose slightly, because I don't really like to contour my nose too much. I don't super contour it. I just like to add a little definition. Okay, that seems good to me. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this little flat brush and take the powder, the Jsc Powder, and I'm going to bake a little bit underneath my contour. Because even though we're not going with a bold look, I want to kind of bring out my contour a little bit, you know. I kind of want to show you guys it baking a little bit. Okay. Now we're on to this side here. Get out of my way. Thank you. You weren't invited to this party. Thanks. I know those probably look uneven, but so is my life, so it's good. And we're just gonna add a little bit down the nose and the middle of my forehead, just to add definition. Okay, now we're done with baking. I'll just knock that over. Fun! Life is going great. Okay, so now we're done with that. I'm gonna move on to my blush. I just like using a kind of peachy blush. I don't really like too pinky blushes. So, just kind of putting that on the apples of my cheeks, moving it into my contour, making it blend more seamlessly, hopefully. And you know, I love me some blush, so like, this may be too excessive for you. And if that is the case, then don't do what I'm doing. I put it on my nose because, again, I like the sunburnt nose look. Mainly because my nose already looks like that normally. So, I like to add this more light pink blush. But I normally add it only because it has a shimmer to it. So, it adds like a highlight effect before I do my highlight. So, yeah. Just adds a nice shine to the apples of your cheeks. A little bit on the forehead, because I don't know why. Chin. Just add a natural flush. Okay, so now we're done with that. I'm gonna wipe off the bake because I don't want it to bake for too long. That's nice. It didn't sit there for a long time, but it like held its pigment. Like normally I have to wait for like 5 minutes for it to like bake. And so I don't know how to speak today. So yeah, I'm just gonna wipe off the bake. I already did that. I already said that. Fine. And I'm also just gonna go over my blush a little bit just to make sure it blends out nicely. And blend it with the other stuff. Okay. So, I think I'm going to, off camera, finish my look and then give you a finish the review. I'm gonna finish talking about the powder so I can like watch it and see what it's doing while I do my eye makeup. So, I'm going to be right back and my lip will be complete, I think, most likely. Yeah. Okay, and I am back.